Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing.
Alright, to answer our homework, note that the range here is being restricted. So we want our y here to be isolated. So g of x equals 4 minus 3x, that is just y equals 4 minus 3x. Now since y is already been isolated, we don't need to isolate y anymore. But I want my y to be on the other side of the equation. So I will have 4 minus 3x equals y, and y is greater than or equal to 13. Now I want my y to the other side, to the right side of the equation, so that we can see the connection between 4 minus 3x and then the greater than or equal to 13. Using our transitive property, 4 minus 3x is equal to y, but y is greater than or equal to 13. So we can say that 4 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 13. Just solve for x, and then that will be the domain of our function. So first, subtract 4 to both sides. You'll get negative 3x greater than or equal to positive 9. Divide by a negative 3. Since we divided by a negative number, we have to flip our inequality. And then 9 divided by negative 3 is equal to negative 3. So this will be the domain of this function given that the range is greater than or equal to 13. Alright, again, y is being restricted. So we just need our y to be on the right side of the equation. So negative 7 minus 6x equals y, but y is less than or equal to 17. So we can say that negative 7 minus 6x is less than or equal to 17. Add 7 to both sides. So negative 6x less than or equal to 24. And then divide by negative 6. Since we divided by negative, we have to flip our inequality. 24 divided by negative 6 is equal to negative 4. So this will be our domain if the range is less than or equal to 17. Again, for this example, y is being restricted into less than or equal to 16. So y equals 3x plus 4. You write this as 3x plus 4 equals y. Y is less than or equal to 16. So we'll have 3x plus 4 less than or equal to 16. Subtract 4 to both sides. 3x is less than or equal to 12. Divide by 3. Your x will be less than or equal to 4. So this will be our domain. So for this question, we can say that y is equal to 5x minus 5, but y is greater than or equal to 20. Since we know that this is equal to y, and y is greater than or equal to 20, I can just use my transitive property and write it this way. Add 5 to both sides, we'll get 25. Then divide by 5, we'll get x greater than or equal to 5. Now what if the domain is restricted? So let's rewrite this as y equals 4 minus 3x. Since our x is being restricted, we need to solve our x here. And I want our x to be on the right side of the equation. Subtract 4 to both sides, we'll get y minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, bring down negative 3x. Divide by negative 3, and we'll have x equal to y minus 4 over negative 3. Now our domain is less than or equal to negative 3. So we can connect these two expression or this we can connect this equation with this inequality using our transitive property. So y minus 4 over negative 3 is equal to x, but x is less than or equal to 3. So multiply both sides by negative 3. Since we multiply by negative 3, we have to flip our inequality. Negative 3 and negative 3 here will cancel out. I will have here positive 9. Add 4 to both sides, we'll get y greater than or equal to 13. Alright, last example. Again, our x is being restricted to greater than or equal to 1. So I will solve my x here, solving our x, but then make sure that your x is on the right side of the equation. Subtract 4 to both sides, you'll get y minus 4 equals 3x. Divide by 3, you'll get y minus 4 over 3 equals x. But our domain is greater than or equal to 1. So connecting this equation with this inequality, we can say that y minus 4 over 3 is equal to x. But this x is greater than or equal to 11. So we can say greater than or equal to 1. So we can say that y minus 4 over 3 is greater than or equal to 11. Equal to 1. So multiply both sides by 3. We'll get y minus 4 greater than or equal to 3. Add 4 to both sides, we'll get y greater than or equal to 7. So this is the range of the function 3x plus 4 if the domain is greater than or equal to 1. Alright, there we go. That's the homework. Hopefully you were able to solve the all the questions correctly. If you have any questions, please let me know. We'll discuss your questions when I see you in class tomorrow.